Hello everyone, this is NHL Hockey News Sports. I try to use the YouTube app today, but it keeps crashing on me for videotaping. Even though that's not the best way to do it, but we are doing the 2013 draft. Yesterday was the 2012 draft, so that was not the best draft. You know, we go to the top 7, and after that, I'm kind of like, where do we go after that? We ReDrafting, definitely a lot of busts in that top 15. After the top 15, we're actually Vavalesi and Thesiu. I'm like, what? You know, definitely like, why they could not put him in the top 10? But whatever. Definitely added some good goaltenders from 2012. But going on to 2013, I'll get you a very good top 15 here for the 2013 draft. Starting off with a very good player in Nathan McKinnon, and then Barkov, Druin. The top 3 here in the draft, definitely. Want to make sure my video keeps on going because I had problems already. So here we go. Let's get started. Here we go with the redrafting. You know, McKinnon's absolutely fantastic player. Has some great speed. He's just electrifying at times, and definitely has just became that great franchise player for the Colorado Avalanche. Now, I don't know how we can say but that he goes number 1. Right? He goes number 1. Still, he stays the same. McKinnon goes number 1 to the Avs. Nathan McKinnon stays with the Avalanche. He's a very great player, like I said. He's an absolutely fantastic player. And any team will still pick a number 1 to this day of 2020. Literally, in April. So, here we go. Moving on to number 2. The Panthers, who originally picked Alexander Barkov. Just want to make sure it keeps on going. Who's a very good Russian player. Actually underrated at his career, I have to put out there. But he's a very good player. I had to keep him on number 2. Thinking about everyone else here, he's still a very good center. Number 1, number 2 pick. I have no regrets for them. They had no regrets. I'm going to tell you right now, they don't. So Alexander Barkov is off the board. He stays with number 2. Number 3 is different. Now, the Lightning draft Jonathan Druin, who actually was not bad with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then they traded him to the Habs in 2017 season. No, in 2017 for the 2017 and 18 season, and he was traded for Mikhail Sergachev, who was a prospect for the Habs back then, which we know who Mikhail Sergachev is now. He's an RFA coming up this season, but he's a very good player, strong on the puck, good Russian player. But looking at Jonathan Druin, he's a good offensive forward on the left side. But, you know, Montreal wanted to make him to a center, and, you know, that didn't work out, so they put him back on the wing. And then he started really good this season, only played about 20 games, and then he was hurt, and then he comes back, and he played absolutely awful, and they think it's still the injury, and now we're in this pause, and we just don't know what to do. Literally. But, Jonathan Druin, I do not think will go number 3. Thing about who goes number 3, I am going to pick, actually thinking about it, looking at all these players, I think I'm going to go with Seth Jones. He moves up a spot to Tampa Bay. So Seth Jones goes to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Man, that would have been amazing if he went to Tampa Bay too. You know, that would have been an absolutely fantastic player. Also, but hey, Tampa Bay already has a well-rounded team, so definitely, I have to say. Number 4, here we go with Nashville Predators. They lose Seth Jones, but they know they're still going to get a fantastic player. They traded Seth Jones to the Blue Jackets for Ryan Johansson, which is a good first, second line center. Who won that trade? I think Blue Jackets. But, you know, definitely on both sides, because at that time, Nashville had a lot of defensemen. So they want to trade a defenseman for a forward, which they had to do. And they had to do that. So, definitely. Number 4 is actually going to solve the problem at center back then. I'm going to pick, actually, thinking about it, I'm going to pick Sean Monahan. What a great player he is. He's slow in skating, but he can put up the points, and he's a great player, definitely. Sean Monahan goes to the Nashville Predators. Wow, look what that would look like, literally. That would be amazing. Number 5, here we come. So number 5 is the Carolina Hurricanes, and Carolina picked Elias Lindholm at number 5, who, when he was with the Hurricanes, he was okay, but when he went to the Flames, he was amazing. But we have Lindholm, we have Juin still left in the top 4. Nurse, Ristolainen, Bo Horvath. I think I'm going to keep Elias Lindholm where he is, even though he didn't play the best of the Hurricanes. I have to keep him where he is. So, Elias Lindholm stays number 5. Lindholm off the board, and he stays with his team. You might not like that. You might be like, can I go to number 6? No. Well, you could actually, but think about number 6. Instead of Sean Monahan, I'm thinking about another center here. Of course, we can go for a defenseman. We already went for a defenseman in number 3, Joseph Jones, but we can always go for Darnell Nurse. But I was thinking actually of Bo Horvath. I don't know what you think about that one. But I was thinking Bo Horvath. Let's go with Bo Horvath. Why not? Good captain for the Canucks this season. First year as a Canuck, as a captain. He's been a Canuck for a little bit. He was with the Sedins a little. But he's a good player. He's not going to put like Monahan or McKinnon numbers. But he's a good forward. Definitely. So Bo Horvath is off the board. He's a great player. I really like Bo Horvath. He's a good player. Definitely have to give it to him. Number 7, going here to, okay, we have Nurse still available at number 7 with Nurse. We still have Juin available. That's the last one in the top, 6. So, number 3 is only available at Juin. But I think I'm going to go with, actually, thinking about it, I'm going to go with Max Domi. Now, Max Domi goes to the Oilers. Now, this could be a positive problem. Why? I'll tell you right now. So, he goes to the Coyotes, right? And he not played the best for the first couple of seasons, right? And then when he goes to the Habs, he played really well. Same thing with the Oilers. They had trouble with their team with prospects through the years. So thinking the same thing, if he didn't get started as good, could that be a bust? Put it out there. So, I'm still going to put number 7, but as he plays right now, I think Domi goes number 7, and Darnell Nurse was still a good pick for the Oilers. Finally a good pick, definitely. I have to give him finally a thumbs up on that. But here we go, number 8, which the Buffalo Sabres originally picked Rasmus Ristolainen, which actually was not a bad pick, but I'm going to pick a different defenseman. Thinking about it, I'm going to go with Josh Morrissey, number 13 at Winnipeg Jets. Want to make sure I spelled Josh Morrissey right. Okay, that would be a great player, definitely. We're still lining on Morrissey. Morrissey's better, I have to say out there. There's been trade rumors about his still getting traded. But, Morrissey is still a great player, definitely. Okay, number 9, the Vancouver Canucks actually acquired this pick from the New Jersey Devils. So New Jersey at the time had Corey Schneider. And they traded Corey Schneider at the draft. It was a big bomb of a trade. To New Jersey Devils. At the time, Corey Schneider was really good, a great player, and was going to replace Martin Brodeur. Because Martin Brodeur is older, you bring in Corey Schneider. That was the whole idea, and the Canucks basically started the rebuild. So number 9th overall, they pick Bo Horvath, which was a good pick, definitely. Bo Horvath, I really do like, but I'm going to have him pick Canucks. I'm going to pick Jonathan Drouin. I can't see how far down I can put Drouin this far down. That's number 9. He's still a good player. Can't say he's not. But he's just been inconsistent at times. Not saying he's horrible like Samuel Morin, who's a defenseman. Of course, it's a totally different position, but still, you know what I mean. So Jonathan Jones off the board, and he's on the Vancouver Canucks. Look at that. Number 10, who Dallas Stars originally picked, Valtil Nichushkin. Okay, here we go. For 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Number 10, the Dallas Stars picked Nichushkin. And thinking about it, okay, who do we have left here? We have some good defensemen. I think we gotta start using them. We have, okay, the top 7 or 6 is done. Nurse, Ristolainen. I want any defenseman. Nurse, Ristolainen, Pollock. Okay. Morin, forget about him. I think I'll go with Dale Nurse. I really do like Dale Nurse. He goes to the Dallas Stars. Not saying that he should have been bumped down this far, but I do like Dale Nurse. So Darnell Nurse is off the board. He goes to Dallas Stars. Hey, they would have liked that. A good defenseman, definitely. Instead of Nichushkin, who didn't really work out for them. He started actually with 29 points in his rookie season. Goes to KHL. And then comes back, 10 points, 0 goals, 10 assists. And then he gets bought out. Avalanche pick him up this season. Played amazing. So, whatever the Dallas Stars did wrong, I really don't know. But Avalanche somehow always take on these bust types of players that have potential, like Burakovsky, Nichushkin, who's this year, literally. But they've done a fantastic job, the Avalanche. And a team who makes the playoffs, you know? So, what's better than that? Number 11, who the Flyers picked Samuel Morin, which I'm sure they'll, how do I explain it? Disappointing they picked Morin, but they're even going to be even more jealous that what player I'm going to put next. I'm going to go with another defenseman. I'm going with Ryan Pollock. Sorry, Flyer fans, you never got Pollock, but at least you have a fantastic team right now. You gotta say, think of the positive. Morin is an absolute bust, but Ryan Pollock is a great player. Definitely for the New York Islanders, what a great player. Great defenseman. Alright, moving on to number 12. Arizona Coyotes pick, Max Domi. Now, here we go. Of course, Max Domi. I'm sure the Arizona Coyotes are thinking, Ty Domi with the Leafs. Ooh, this could be a great player for us, physical player. He can be that guy. He didn't turn out to be with the Coyotes. Of course, we said he moved. Got traded to the Habs for Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk got moved to the Penguins. Hal found himself now with the Minnesota Wild. And the Coyotes basically did Domi for Kessel, which, is... Kessel didn't have the best of seasons. Just put it out there. But here we go. Number 12. Max Domi goes number 12, but he's not going to go number 12 because he went number 7 to the Oilers. And I am going to pick... I'm going to go with, actually... Alexander Renberg. I really do like Renberg. I think I'm going to put Renberg number 12. Okay, Alexander Renberg's off the board, who goes to the Coyotes. You can say we should have took Rasmus Ristolainen, but they kind of need a forward, so I have to say I'm going to put Coyotes back then needed a forward. They still do need one, so Renberg could have been potentially that guy who could have been that guy somehow over Domi, but Domi moved up, so whatever. Moving on to number 13. By the way, Jets, you don't get a bad player here. Thinking about it right now, you still have some good players on the board. Who do we have left? Okay, we have Ristolainen, Nichushkin, and Morin. So I'm going to go with Ristolainen next. So Rasmus Ristolainen is off the board. He's going to the Winnipeg Jets right now. They're like, can we have Rasmus Ristolainen? We kind of need him too. But actually, what would you rather have? Morrissey or Ristolainen? Morrissey, thank you. Okay, there we go. That's a better answer, isn't it? So, number 14, who the Blue Jackets picked Renberg, who what, but was not a bad pick at all. Looking here, I had to go with Nujuskin. You know, you probably like, he had a really good season. What are you doing? But that's only one season. I want to see another season from him. If he does fantastic, he would move up this board. Okay, he would definitely move up this board. But can he do a second year? I want to see that, or a third year, or consistently. I want to see that to move up the rankings. I'm now hopping on Nujuskin as a big, tough player, Russian player who can play really well this season. But we have basically number 14 is basically Alexander Renberg with not going now. We will have Nujuskin. Sorry, my mic fell off. I don't know why. That was weird, weirdest thing ever. Number 15, here we go. Originally was Ryan Pollock here. Thinking about what we can do here. Basically, the last one is Samuel Morin, who is basically a bust for the Flyers. So Morin will be going to the Islanders. Sorry, Islanders, you don't get Pollock, you get Morin, which is a disappointing thing. Sorry, Islanders. So here we go. The draft is over. Redraft. I want to talk about which players, which teams benefited and which teams not benefit from this redraft. Starting here, I just want to put out there. I want to start off with who did not benefit the least from this draft. Who did not benefit the least? First of all, I want to say the Islanders first. The Islanders picking Pollock in the real draft, and in this redraft, they picked Samuel Morin, which is a bust, and Ryan Pollock's an absolutely fantastic defenseman. So I have to go with that one. Also, another one I have to go with is, thinking about it. That's only the only one. Who benefited the most? You can't see the Avalanche or the Panthers. None of them that stayed the same. So I'm going to have to say the Flyers, who got Pollock over Mullen. That's the easy one. Another one I have to put out there is the Dallas Stars. Darnell Nurse over Valentina Nujuskin, which Nujuskin did not work with the Dallas Stars. But for the Avalanche, yes. Or maybe even for the Canucks, who did not look out much. For Julian, for Horvat, but whatever. That might not be really one. But that's about it. Maybe even the Nashville Predators, instead of a defenseman, maybe a forward, which could have helped them even more, because they already had, back then, Yossi, Illis, Ekholm, Rebel. So adding Jones to it, couldn't they get a forward like Mollahan instead? Just to put out there. But thank you for watching. This is NHL Hockey News Plus. Let's get to 250 subs, and I'll see you next video. Have a nice day. Tomorrow is the 2014 draft. I hope you all enjoy that. Tomorrow, we keep on going. We have the new series coming after this one. Whenever the series will start, I'll let you know about NHL lineups of the future. So I hope you all enjoy that, and I'll see you next video.